Hello, this is Matthew Miller of the ZDNet Mobile Gadgeteer. Just wanted to do a quick little hands-on run around of the Samsung Blackjack II. It's a device that I just recently received to try out for a little bit, and this device has been available, I believe, since January or February of 2008. However, this version, this specific model has Windows Mobile 6.1 standard loaded on it, which should be coming to Blackjack 2 soon, but I just kind of wanted to run through it. Just a quick comparison. That's the Blackjack 2, and this is the what they call the red, which is a burgundy color device. Here is a T-Mobile Dash. As you can see, the Dash is a little bit wider but shorter. Also a non-touchscreen device. And here is the new HP 910. This is actually a touchscreen device. Which, let's see, looks like the 910 is a little bit wider and a little bit thicker than the Samsung Blackjack 2. So let's just take a quick look at the Blackjack 2. The first thing that I kind of noticed in the back is it's got a kind of a textured feel to it. Almost feels like a leather kind of rubber feel that's on there. It's got a 2 megapixel camera, a micro SD card slot, SDHC supported, and the Samsung proprietary connector below this door here, which is also your headphone jack, and some volume buttons. And then on the front, you've got your traditional smartphone keys here and a keyboard, which is quite nice. There are some shortcuts built into it. But what I wanted to show, and let me just go ahead and turn off the light since we've seen the outside of the device. Oh, one last thing is this directional pad on the front here. This is actually a wheel, which works pretty well, but I'm just really haven't gotten the hang of these wheels very much, so I just use it as a traditional directional pad with clicks up and down. So let's take a look at something here on this device that I believe it's a Samsung utility. So we go into our settings, and more key settings. In our key settings, so there's an option for function key settings, and this is something that I wish every Windows Mobile standard device and even professional device has a keyboard. If I show you the list, these ones that are showing here, 1, 2, 3, 6, are unchangeable. They're on there by default, and as you can see, there's a lot of AT&T services on there. However, if you go down farther than that, you can see that I have set up my own custom shortcuts. And if you go in here, you can add, delete, or cancel those, and you actually have the opportunity to customize 18 different shortcuts. So, simply to launch Google Maps from the home screen, as you can see, I have a G for Google Maps, so I go home. If I was to hold Google Maps with the screen, I can launch virtually just about any application. I mean, 18 is quite a few for a standard device, and I could launch it right from the home screen with the keyboard. And I love that, because these keyboards, to make them more functional, shortcuts. So let's just Windows 1 pretty much balances and speeds things up, but on a standard device, it actually adds this home screen, which looks very similar to T-Mobile Shadow Neo home screen. So here's just a status kind of a home panel. It has your carrier, time and date, and if you were to scroll down, you would see notifications like missed calls, voicemails, Gmail, Outlook, whatever email client I have set up. You could scroll right and left to there. And as you can see, as I do this, the right soft key will change as well. There's the appointments. Go down to getting started, and as you can see, this is something that just helps you get set up with the device, and then you can actually say done and remove the getting started. And let's just go ahead and do that. See what happens. It should remove it from the home panel, or from the home screen. Oh, okay. It gives you directions on how to remove that, and there's some of that getting started stuff in a list form. Okay, so let's go back to the home screen. So I was getting started. Then there's music. I don't have any loaded on here right now, but you can control and listen to your music there. There's some photos, and I can scroll through the photos that I've taken with the device. And then down here's your common settings, such as profile, wireless manager. If I show you that, you can see it's Bluetooth and phone because there is no Wi-Fi on this device. And then we can change your ringtone, your background image, and the task manager. So that's kind of the new home screen on a Windows Mobile standard 6.1 device. Now jumping into Blackjack II, let's see if I can think about what I want to do here. If I go to all my programs in messaging, let's see if I've got an email. Say I was to open up an email and I wanted to copy and paste some things in here. As you can see now, I have copy and paste functionality in messaging and throughout some other applications as well. I believe it's part of the Windows Mobile 6.1 update. And if we go back home, go start, all my programs, just browse through here. You see there's some AT&T, some different AT&T utilities and things. I've got screenshots of these in my review. There's an instant messaging client, organizer, which as you open it up has some Samsung utilities and some Windows Mobile utilities, but there's a notepad in there so you can actually create notes. I haven't tried it yet to see if you could sync those notes. There's a nice calculator. It's very handy. I like that calculator. Easy to use on a non-touchscreen device. World clock. And if we go here, there's my stuff, which is a kind of file explorer. There's some applications, which are a mix of AT&T stuff and other Windows Mobile apps, such as an RSS reader, task manager. There's Office Mobile right there. And you still cannot create a document from the device without installing some utilities from like Paul at Madako. And you can see I've installed some other applications like Evernote and Live Search and Quick and Shozu, Palringo, and I also have the Telenav running. So that's kind of a quick look at the Blackjack II. Pretty sweet device, very nice form factor, quite thin. And one Achilles heel that it used to have was the battery life. It now has a 1700 milliamp hour battery. I've gone all day for several days at a time, full day, no problem at all. Which is before with these Blackjack devices and some of these other Samsung smartphones, I've had them dying within about 4 hours on me. So there's no extra battery included this time, and it seems to be not needed. Nice device that actually can be picked up for about $100 after rebate from AT&T. Professional.